Though this your boy DOC, and I got on the line comedian D Blake and my homeboy Matic, 730 Matic, another homie of mine that's a blogger. And I definitely want to bring some more perspectives to the table as we discuss some recent topics and just some big controversial topics that's been going on. So I guess if you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves and y'all social media and plug, how people can get in contact with y'all.
Matic730, you can follow me at Matic730 on Twitter or 730 Radio on YouTube.
Yo, I'm DMF Blake, you know what I'm saying, out of Los Angeles. Hit me up, DMF Blake, hashtag, you find me. Ice House Comedy Store, Sunset Strip.
For sure. Man, it's been a lot of crazy stuff. Like even up until today, I end up doing a video with about Rick Ross, supposedly doing a subliminal diss at Meek. Now, I'll say maybe a couple days ago, he put up a tweet saying if you pick a side, stay there. Stemming from, I guess Meek Mill just had a performance where he was on stage rapping or whatever, and 50 Cent was there, and we know him and 50 and Rick Ross got a big issue. So my thing in that particular situation, do you feel that Meek shouldn't be involved in Rick Ross and 50 Cent stuff, or he should show loyalty to one of the either or? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think, 50's always a mastermind, you feel me? So I think maybe he just set that up just there to get under everybody's skin. He's a marketing genius. And then at the same time, Meek Mill, I did hear on the interview saying that they did meet up and talk man to man and squash the beef. So I feel he's in the middle of two things, but at the end of the day, you're supposed to be loyal to your team. And he was claiming at the beginning that he was on Rick Ross's side, but now it seems like he's switching up for some reason. I don't know if it's because Rick Ross was trying to not take sides when him and Drake was beefing, you know what I mean? Until the end of the beef where he's kind of trying to say that he was on Meek Mill's side, but who knows? Meek Mill's is caught in the middle right now.
So what's your thoughts on that, Blake?
Man, to be honest with you, ain't none of these motherfuckers loyal. I mean, this is like a repeating episode of some shit you already seen before. These niggas is falling out over bitches. They falling out. I mean, if everybody getting money, what's there to be arguing about? Everybody look up to Big Meech, and they love to rewind that clip. We all get money. And, what's the problem? So obviously, it's not about the money anymore. So I mean, it's just, I don't know. When I was listening to Rick Ross' album, he kind of aired everybody out. Like, yo, I told you to stop fucking with the bitch. What is the baby? You fucked up what you did to Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was saying a lot of shit. I'm just like, what? I don't know. I'm not film. I can't dive in and say I was there, but it seemed like ain't no loyalty really.
Right. And to me, it's a very odd situation to put, for Meek Mill, if I was putting myself in Meek Mill's shoes. But I definitely, especially what Matic was saying, okay, Meek did say he been knew 50 Cent before the deal with Rick Ross. But Rick Ross is the person that actually put you in the position to become a millionaire. So it's like, damn, you do owe this man some type of loyalty, because it ain't the beef between this quote unquote beef, which we don't never know how far or how extensive these beefs are. Where it was at one point in time, I remember at the beginning of the beef, 50 Cent sent like DJ Khaled a videotape, and what was the dude named French Montana was supposed to be the one that filmed it, like of DJ Khaled mom house, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, you know what I mean? So 50, I think Meek really know 50, even in the position that he in the corporate world, that he really about it and got people really, but it's like he just straddling the fence. And my thing is, sometimes it ain't being safe being straddling the fence, because then that'll end up being the person that'll get knocked off, and the two bosses will still be just laying back chilling.
And Doc, you got to think about it like this mastermind genius. He's like some type of producer with power, right? You know how crazy that shit goes, different ways. You know what I'm saying? So Meek Mill has a whole bunch of people he's cool with who 50 has beef with. But 50's so comfortable that he just throws himself in the middle and he don't care. You know, he's gonna have his own plan at the end of the day. So we don't know how this can go. Is Meek Mill, you know, snaking 50 Cent, or is 50 Cent trying to inch up and get close to him? Who knows how this shit could go?
Right. And definitely after this rebound of just trying to come back with him dropping wins and losses, and through that whole storm he just went through, as far as that whole Drake and everything, and even with the Nicki situation, to me, this ain't the time to be getting caught up in nothing else. Like, this part of his career, he needs to just be beef and drama free.
Right. That's what I was just about to say. Like, he need to just be cool. But see, I see why he's straddling the fence. Because he like, yo, man, fuck this rap shit. I'm going to just go into this corporate shit. Because he got the dream chasers. But how many niggas is really, from the dream chasers, that's really doing numbers?
And he be making a lot of amateur mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
he just
like,
caught up popping the wheelie the other day. He's on probation still. He just needs to relax.
Right. Yeah, I just feel like he doesn't know what move to make. I mean, look, he signed to Rick Ross, his MMG shit, right? So now, how many people is he signed to? It's like we look at these dudes as they independent, but one nigga signed to one dude, he signed to the next dude, he signed to the next dude.
Yeah.
So he gotta keep that money coming in. But at the end of the day, he's like, yo, I want to break off with this shit. What can I do to keep this money coming in and do my own shit? How can I make Dream Chasers outdo Maybach Music Group?
He better do something fast.
Right. Is he going to be a friend thief or go get his own connects?
And that's what always fucks up the money.
That is something, that's a decision he's going to end up making, because I don't know how long his contract is with Rick Ross, but if he is planning on trying to leave MMG, he got to get some other artists or something. You know, unfortunately, the situation happened with Lil Snoopy. Unfortunately, the situation he was about to sign Dex Osama from here, he ended up getting killed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, O'Malley just got shot. It's a couple other people associated with Dream Chasers that then got shot. So I don't really know, because I don't necessarily just try to glorify like, oh, okay, yeah, apparently, you know, they must be really in the streets like that. But I'm like, okay, this is the corporate world. We got to start making some better decisions. You know, if you want to be able to live, you know, if you want your machine to still run without MMG behind it. And if Rick Ross is subliminally dissing him for doing that now, it's like, to me, MMG always, over the past 2 years, been showing as a weaker camp in my eyes. Because like Matic just said, and some of the things that you were just saying, Blake, throughout that whole situation with Drake, no one came to his defense. That ain't how it used to be back in the day. If you was in the crew,
nobody rolled with him at all. Nobody was hopping on track. They wasn't saying, yo, all right, yeah, that's right. Well, fuck Drake. It was him by himself, like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna let you handle that shit. You got body by the singing nigga.
Right.
And they left it at that. And it's just like, where are your niggas at? They should all be like, yo, fuck that nigga. Unless y'all just too street to say something. When did niggas become too street to get into some hip-hop shit? Oh, y'all niggas is just, I'm a street nigga, I don't get into the hip-hop shit. But then that's disrespectful to hip-hop.
Because you a rapper.
So a lot of these niggas is getting it right. Because a lot of these niggas getting into the game talking about, I don't even write this shit. Well, nah, my nigga, you need to write this shit. Because
yo, Doc, and I don't believe in no karma, but didn't Meek Mill say the ARABs, you know, y'all just getting shot the F up? And, you know, lately it's just been the Dream Chasers getting shot every other month. You feel me?
Yeah, you gotta watch what he say, that type of energy that he put out there. And kind of speaking on loyalty, that makes me think about, you know, a big topic as far as the Big and Pac, you know, Pac legacy and everything surrounding him. And it's not off the subject, but sometimes I wonder why, if they always compare Big and Pac as the greatest rappers, one is always on top of the other, but they up there. I wonder for some reason why Pac name stays in more drama. Like, I'm not saying that he's more relevant, but it's like, in the casual discussion, you hear more things about, even before this movie just came out, about Pac. But one thing a lot of people have been talking about, I ran across this article by some, I can't remember the guy, I think his name was Chuck Phillips, and he was saying he specifically spoke to some people close to Big around that time, and Biggie's supposed to have known that day at Quad Studios everything was going to go on. So my question I'm posing to you guys is, was Biggie foul for not telling Pac, or was he just keeping it loyal to his crew, especially as much as Biggie said he loved Pac and this and that? If he knew that information and didn't tell...
If the way that you said it is, you know, a fact and is actually true, then yeah, he's foul, because him and Pac was supposed to be cool. And if that statement is true, then some higher power, you know, Biggie wasn't able to warn Pac because there was some higher power involved. Maybe like somebody like Jimmy Henchman, or somebody that does business with Diddy or something like that. So that's what I think.
What's your thought?
I think now we got to go back. Now remember, if you heard the interview that what's the dude that he was running with Jimmy Henchman? He just came out. He was talking about how Biggie had Pac went back to Jimmy and then was like, "Yo, did Biggie know?" Or somebody, I think Biggie had asked him about, you know, Pac asking about, "Yo, why didn't Biggie asking me about y'all hanging out with y'all?" Some shit. And Biggie ended up getting robbed. Did you hear about that? Some similar to that. So, Little Sean, there you go. Little Sean, I believe it. Anyway, long story short, if that's the case, the nigga knew something was coming. But like I said earlier, it seemed like story after story, Pac was the type of nigga you couldn't tell him shit. He's riding with the niggas. He's like, "Yo, man, that's dangerous over here. Why you fucking with the niggas? Like, don't fuck with them." And you know, you can't tell certain niggas shit. I got niggas that's like that. Like, why you fucking with that nigga? Yeah. Like, I knew a nigga that used to roll around strapped for no reason. I had to ask the nigga, "Hey man, why you got the thing on you all the time?" He's like, "Yo, if I see them, they see me. It's on." I'm like, "Well, who the fuck is that?"
And he just never had an issue. Did he ever get into anything, or he just had it?
He just had it. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna be with this nigga some shit go down with niggas I don't even know them. So you're gonna be a casualty just chilling with some niggas. But as far as
that's how it be going down, but that's how it be going down. A lot of these people want to be hanging around with the most popular people, but a lot of people got a target on their back. You don't know what they into.
Right, and if Biggie was trying to tell a nigga, like, watch them niggas, and he ended up, you know, going back telling the nigga, like, "Yo, why Biggie telling me about y'all? Biggie get robbed." And then he show up to the studio, niggas, you know, light his ass up. Damn. It's only so many coincidences and lessons that you're going to take. If somebody trying to get in your ear, and that's your nigga, and he's trying to tell you, I mean, shit, you got to think. I mean, did Pac...
You can't trust nobody in this game.
Right.
So you can't trust nobody in this game.
So, Blake, you saying that you heard that Biggie did try to tell Pac about before Quad Studios?
Yeah, he even said it in the movie. If that was true, because I've heard that story before. He was like, "Yo, why you chilling with these niggas?" I think Biggie even said it. He was like, "Yo, why you hanging with these niggas?" And some long interviews, you know, we didn't watch a million interviews, but it was a known fact. Them niggas wasn't the best niggas to be hanging out with.
It's a sad situation, especially for the hip hop community. Motherfuckers then lost two great rappers, which have definitely, if the music game was still going to be what it is today, if that still was going to be the timeline, it wouldn't have came yet. It would have been maybe 2025 or something. It would have been pushed out a little bit before getting to where we at if they was still here. Like, my opinion about definitely in that situation, like I said, I always try to put myself in the shoes of the people in it. It's like, if I'm Biggie, apparently even the persona that these rappers put out, a lot of times the fans don't understand that they still not the boss in a situation. Most of the time, if they represent the streets, it's always going to be that silent motherfucker that's really pushing the buttons. When they all taking them group pictures, more than likely the dude that don't have on the big diamond chain, that's just he not holding a bottle, he probably just holding a champagne glass that's chilling. That might be the real boss in that situation, but he ain't trying to be too flashy. And, you know, if it is true that Biggie, you know, knew that information and withheld him, it's like, I still can't just say if that's foul or not, if he felt like his life was in danger. But if his love for Pac was as true as he said it was, and he didn't tell him, which led him, because that's why, you know, from what I'm hearing, that's the reason why Tupac took it to the extent that he did, is because he felt like Biggie knew and didn't let him know. Now,
exactly. You know yourself. Nobody's gonna know what these people thought themselves in their mind. You feel me? Right. But you know in your own personal life that you probably had some beef with somebody, but you know, y'all was kind of cool at the same time, but y'all kept your distance. You feel me?
Right.
Y'all showed each other respect, mutual respect. And so maybe that was just some type of shit, and they just felt the type of vibe with each other. And Pac was a person who, set it off.
So let me ask y'all, before this, and I'm gonna go to the next topic, but leading up to the All Eyes on Me movie, just doing the history of, even if a person was a Tupac fan, listening to all his albums all the way up until he passed, and then all the albums that came out afterwards, and just seeing his actual cause of wanting to do the 50 niggas and bring 50 different, get one person to each state, bring them together. Do y'all like how the Funk Flexes of the world and the Whack 100s and everybody really tried to downplay, his legacy, to try to make it seem like...
Why didn't they say that shit when he was alive?
That's real.
You feel me? He's trying to wait till the man's dead and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
I think that's just some straight up sucker shit. It's crazy that you bring it up, because my pops, he was head of security for the road. This was like after, I think, Corrupt was head of security at the time, and I would be going to shit, Daddy Boy birthday party, be hanging out with Corrupt. We go to video shoots, all kind of shit. And I seen that, like, that nigga got love. Like, years later, like, them niggas still, like, yo, like, I remember going to a house party. I ain't gonna say where we was at, whose party it was, but we was at the house. These niggas still got a shrine for the nigga. Like, they had a picture of Pac and a packet of Newports. Like, that nigga got respect. Like, no matter where motherfuckers respected that, they respected the road just off of, yo, that's what Tupac was at when he left. It wasn't even about, Corrupt still here. That's at the time Crooked Eye was there, Eastwood, Left Eye. It was like people still gave him love just off the fact that that's Pac.
Right.
Like, that nigga got respect. Like, you go to Russia, Europe, and it's like, yo, Tupac. You see people with foreign accents or Tupac, you be like, yo, shit, this nigga got love. So to hear these niggas come out and, like, on some disrespectful shit, I'm like, nigga, who put y'all up to this shit? Like, what? Like, where is this shit coming from?
Right. To me,
like, that's some sucker shit.
It shows that, in my eyes, it really shows the character of a man. Even if it's a motherfucker right now that I don't like, and that person is particularly dead, you still not gonna catch me really just pissing on their grave. The motherfucker dead. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really too much more to say. And for them to be going out their way, a lot of people felt like they was getting paid to promote the movie, and it's like the movie just came and went. It's like it didn't leave no cultural statement in there. But like one thing that you were saying about, having respect for the wrong people, I wonder, how do you feel about this whole situation with 21 Savage and Amber Rose dating? You think?
Oh shit!
You think this nigga?
Opportunity not.
You think they both benefiting from the situation, that he using it to try to cross over and get her fan? And my thing was, what fan base really do Amber Rose have? Like, who do she target market? Just the sluts and the hoes?
21 Savage, she's trying to make them, look good that they're going out with Amber Rose and shit like that. You feel me? So just like with Wiz Khalifa, I feel like that was a business move. She just be doing that. Like, they pay her a certain amount of fee just to be by their side and shit.
He doing something. To me, the Wiz, and I'm gonna throw it to Blake, but what you just said as far as Wiz, to me, Wiz and Amber was a little bit more believable. than 21 Savage and her. It's like, it ain't the downplay, not saying dude, he don't got no game, you know what I'm saying, not saying he just, it just like, I just don't see where they click or connect at, period. You know what I'm saying, like.
But check this out, you're going to hear it first at DocHicksTv that Amber Rose and 21 Savage are going to have a reality show coming soon, guaranteed.
And that's going to get into that nigga's career. He just started. His career just started.
Once you go to VH1, you don't watch reality shit, the TV shit, your career is on revive, nigga. Once you do that, you know where your career is at.
Like, just like, say, for instance, the same thing that people were saying about, you had Joe Budden going at Meek Mill, saying that the world didn't necessarily need to. There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship. There's nothing wrong with loving a woman. But when your persona is so much of this, you basically, like 21 Savage to me, and I don't listen to all his music, but his persona was like, okay, he damn near the devil's son just on earth killing motherfuckers. And now I'm seeing videos of you in the car singing to her, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like,
country music and shit.
Yeah, it's like, that's not good for your career.
Yo, this is like the most emotional, weird. It's like the generation of the pussy savages. Like, these niggas is pussy on one end, but on the other end, nigga, I kill you. I got the Draco. It's like, all right, nigga, whatever. But you didn't listen to Too Short or none of that shit. Because this bitch just walked in your life and you didn't learn nothing. From nobody.
I think 21 Savage is trying to get that bag, honestly.
But I'm trying to figure out what
model
bag?
Pretty soon.
But my thing is, what bag is he gonna get from Amber? What I'm saying, because my thing is, besides Amber Rose looks, I'm not saying that the girl ugly. I'm talking about, if I wasn't in a relationship, and I don't even know, because bitches like that scare me when I just know they track record of what they bring to the table. Like, anybody that
You're
fucks
not bringing nothing to the track record.
Like, anybody that fucks with Black China after this situation is not just fucking, but relationship wise, you're a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, it's like, what other than her looks is she bringing to the table for him to get a bag off? What business opportunity does she open up for him?
Her management is with Nick Cannon, so they got some things in the works. I bet. I'm telling you, there's probably going to be a reality show. He's not trying to be like Meek Mill, trying to be all hard and shit in every picture when he's with Nicki Minaj. So I got to give him that. You know, he don't care. She probably sold him and brainwashed him that they're going to get a bag somewhere.
I don't know. That's, to me.
I don't know. That's, yeah. I just think, you know, she hit him with that stripperology and whipped it on that nigga. He don't know what to do. He like, oh shit. Because I mean, look at this nigga. I mean, he not. We all know a handsome man. You see, like, damn, he a fly dude. He get bitches. We all know without a bag, that nigga not getting no bitches. The nigga look crazy. Like, come on, man. Like, we know a lot of these niggas wasn't getting bitches before they even had money. That's why you see them getting caught up. Like, come on now. Let's just be honest about this shit. Like, the nigga probably still ain't got no game. He probably still on the Savage shit. Nigga, 21 Savage. And we didn't know if it's a knife or it's a cross until he had to break it down. Like, what is that shit in the middle of your head, my nigga? No one knew what that was. So it's like, what woman is really going to date a man and bring him home to they kids? Like, yo, this my man. The nigga with the knife in his head in his gold teeth, for real?
He probably never had no girlfriend though, like that. That, you know, all his girls is probably, he's taking care of them and shit like that. You know, Amber Rose is probably paying for the bill. You know, she's putting him on his lap. I think he's smaller than her.
Yes, he's smaller than her.
Yeah.
She probably 70 pounds more than this nigga.
Yeah. He on leaning nigga weight. That nigga wear a buckle too wet.
To me, he seemed as if everybody know that in the hood, you got some niggas that they rather kick it with they niggas more. They just get drunk, get fucked up, and go around and do gangster shit just to try to do some hot boy shit just to prove they tough. To me, up until this point, like whoever just, which one of y'all just said, like this has to be, not that he never fucked with no hoes or he a virgin or nothing like that, but I think this is his first chance at some quote unquote blue check celebrity pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm thinking he falling head over heels for this situation.
I mean, it's not gonna last. We've seen this before. I mean, shit. Look at. I mean, shit. We've all seen this.
We'll see. You never know. They could be doing this reality show and the shit might blow up for a little while.
Hey,
I guess. I mean, anything can happen. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, we all look at Instagram. I ain't seen bitch come through and nothing fly. Like, you know, usually motherfuckers show off their keys and they're like, yo, I'm in a new shit. You might see her pop up, but you probably caught an Uber there. She not popping up in no fly shit. I seen Cardi B jump out the Bentayga. I ain't seen that bro.
I think you underestimated her. I think you underestimated her. She got. I think, you know, she plays a certain role, but I think she's a businesswoman in that. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm not saying
I'll give her that because she got a cool status. I mean, we know she's not broke. I'll give her that. We know she's not broke, but the slut walk shit, all this shit, like, what are you really doing?
Yeah, I done seen on the Drink Champs where she say that she own businesses and this and that. Like, besides the slut walk, I don't really know what she want to do, and I don't want to make it seem like, oh, you know. It just, to me, she's just not on that list of where if it's a woman listening, that shouldn't be your idol of the path you need to
not at all
walk. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to go through the same scrutiny as that she's going through once you get a track record.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? She's benefiting from coming from the pole to Kanye, and she's been benefiting every single